Amazing. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. I'm on here with my incredible friend Amelie, and we just decided to come on here for a little casual chat this morning. And if you guys are on here live with us, say hello. We unfortunately won't be able to see your comments as we're on here, yet we will go back and um, and look at them after. Unless I can learn how to split my screen, I'll see if I can do that while we're doing this. But if you guys are watching the replay, thank you so much for being on here. And how has your day been, Emily? I know like we were chatting a little bit before this, guys, and like this is like I think day 3 without washing my hair. It's like a little bit greasy. Woke up this morning, rolled out of bed at 10 o'clock and just got right to work, like working on stuff. Didn't work out, didn't do anything, but it's just such real life stuff, and I just love showing real life stuff. So Emily are on here today. We're just gonna have a little casual chat and just kind of see what comes up. And yeah, I'm so excited. How's your morning been?
My morning, we were just chatting for like 2 minutes just before we hit live. My morning's been good, but I woke up so late. I meditated, then I went back to bed, and I woke up with such low energy. So much that I was like, should I cancel this today? Like, should I cancel because I'm not my usually like happy, bubbly, high vibrating, person. And I decided, like, I flirted with the idea, and then I remembered my commitment to you and the commitment to myself. And I was like, you know what? I love talking to her. I love sharing wisdom. I love to connect. So I'm just gonna trust that, and then just be really real. And then I shared with you. How's your morning? How are you feeling after I shared that, Laura?
And I'm like, honestly, it's the exact same. I'm like, you texted me to do this live, and I'm like, I debated canceling it, but I'm like, no, just go on. Like, it's gonna be absolutely perfect. And I think it's kind of cool because it's like, how many times do we have something that we know we're gonna enjoy, yet our mind wants to keep us comfortable in what we're doing, just because, and I love it because like when you understand the mind just wants to keep you safe, and it just wants to like help you thrive, yet it's just not quite what we need right now is to just sit down and do the exact same routine. When you can actually understand that, like it pushes you beyond it, and having amazing people like you in my life, they make me want to show up. It literally just like makes me so happy. And I was thinking right before coming on here though, I was just like, man, I am like, it's one of those mornings where I'm just like so emotional with like gratitude of just like everything. And I was working on like a new product I'm launching in January, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, I remember back, like I was like thinking back to, I guess probably like 3-4 years ago now, like when around we first met, and like where I was at that point, and I just felt so stuck and like kind of lost in life and didn't really know what to do. And then I got introduced to you and got introduced to isogenics and all of these things that started like dropping little nuggets of personal development into my life. And I was working so much and I was so busy at that point. Yeah, just like doing the little tiny things in the pocket of my day, like driving to work, listening to a podcast, or like walking Jake and like listening to the podcast or whatever. And I was thinking back to that, and I'm like really excited because I've decided I'm going to launch something in January that's going to help those type of people that are just really busy, but they do want to do it.
That is so exciting. So that's what you're working on right now. It makes you happy, makes you excited.
And that's why it didn't work out, or that's why I didn't do anything, because I was just so excited to just sit down with my computer.
For sure. And sometimes there are going to be days like that, Laura, and that's what I love. Like when, as you said, when you start understanding the mind and you start understanding the laws of the universe and everything, you can actually make a decision based on like, okay, how do I feel today? Like, what is most serving for me today? And there's a difference between, oh, I'm not going to work out because I can choose to, and there's a difference with I'm super lit up with this and I'm not feeling so in energy, and I know that I'm still active and I can go back. As long as you're not, what's the word? You're not like shitting yourself. Like as long as you're being true to yourself. Do you know what I mean? As long as you're true with yourself. I felt the same. I woke up today, really wanted to work out. I'm like, there's no way. There's no juice in this body. This body is depleted. There's nothing, but look to what's happening as I'm talking to you now. It's like, wait a second, I'm getting recharged. I'm getting recharged here a little bit. Yeah,
it's so true. And like before, I used to like you know, you feel like, I think it's just one of those societal things again, where it's like, you hear it, where it's like, I need to work out in order to have a good day,
Right.
or I need to work out to be in a good mood. Like you start having these attachments to certain like activities.
Right.
And I used to say that to myself, where I needed to work out, or I needed to do
Mm-hmm.
something, or I needed to talk to this person, or I needed to do this in order to like feel good about myself or feel happy. And working out was one of those things where it's like, I felt like I needed to go in order to have a good start to my day.
Mm-hmm. And is it true for you now? Is it true?
No, because like I would do that, but then the days where I would feel depleted, where I didn't do it, then I would then like have resentment for myself because I had this attachment. And
Right.
it's like now being able to just go through life and ask yourself consistently, like, what do I want to do right now? I think it's a question that we forget to ask ourselves, because we're so worried about doing everything for everybody else, that we forget to ask ourselves, like, what is it that I actually want right now?
Yeah. And I love doing that more and more. Like I'm getting better at that. I'm getting better at tuning in, take deep breath. I'm sure you do that too. And ask my soul, like, what is it that you need right now?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's, I need you to accept that you're not accepting something right now. Or I need you to recognize that you're judging yourself right now. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm judging myself. Okay. I'm just going to welcome that part of me right now. Okay. Like, it's like simple, like, or what does my soul need? My soul just needs, like, I don't know, connection, or like that sounds so like out there and different maybe, but it's essentially like the base. Like we just connect to our internal GPS, or like it's always there, and it's always ever knowing, and it's always loving and guiding. But sometimes we get too busy and we forget that we have actually this fast dial connection to the soul. Like, oh yeah. Look, I'm talking now. Hello, soul.
Yes. Oh my god, and it's legit so true though, because I know like I always remember hearing like, because I was never like really like, I didn't really have much of a belief system growing up. Like I believed everything happened for a reason, didn't believe in higher power, didn't believe in a god, didn't believe in any of these things, right? And like when I started, like you hear like your sixth sense, like your intuition, like you hear that all the time, people say that, but I never really clued into what it actually meant. And it's like that has been the biggest, like I think out of all personal development and all growth stuff, that's basically what it all is. It's just a fancy way of saying like learning what the heck you want. Like we put all these attached, like these words and these labels, like spiritual and I love like learning, or I like growth, like personal development, all of these words, but it's like really it's just finding out who you are as an actual person.
Who we are. What was the name of the person who said, know thyself? What's the king who said that? Do you remember? There's someone that says the secret, like it's very simple. It's know thyself. I forget. There's like a popular name. And I remember thinking like, what the heck? Like, I didn't understand the concept. What does it mean to know thyself? Like, why do we need to know thyself? Like, what the hell is that? Did Google give you the answer? If anybody knows in the comment, I can't see right now unless I go to your live, Laura. I can't see.
There's a few kind of quotes like similar to it, but it says it's a Greek thing. Like know thyself is a Greek from the Greek descent. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom by Aristotle. Do thine own work and know thyself, which is Plato, which he looks like he's Greek.
Yeah, there you go. Know thyself. So he knew something. He knew that when you know yourself, you're able to just come, if you really know yourself and what you need and who you are and what's your alignment, what's calling you for, then if you really know that, then you just come to realize that you're more aligned with understanding if where you actually are is aligned with that or not. That's why know thyself. Like, so if we could go back to like elementary school and we could teach these children right now in school, right? We'd be like, okay, so now we're going to teach you about know thyself. What does it mean? Your job right now is to make a list of everything that lights you up, anything and everything. Who are you? And who are you? Who are you? And if you're watching, it's not too late. Like, who are you? If you don't, there's a lot of people that don't know who they are, and that's okay, because I didn't know who I was until not that long ago. And right, Laura? Like, I didn't know who I was. I literally I think I remember clearly, like in my early 20s, like that I remember that clearly. I was like, am I? Like, I didn't know who I was, what I loved. I didn't know anything. I just knew I was in the race, but I didn't know who was I. So, like, right?
Yeah, we're so conditioned to like think of like what other people want, or like even just like making decisions based on our external environment, right? We've always been taught to make all of our decisions and everything from our mind, from our external environment, when in reality, that external environment is all just a reflection of what we need to learn inside. So when you can just tap into like what you want, and I love how you said just closing your eyes too, because it immediately shuts out that external world and allows you to actually focus inside. So even just a simple thing like closing your eyes is just such an easy way to tap in and start asking yourselves questions like that. I love that so much. And I can totally relate to that of like literally not even knowing who you are. And it's like a completely like it's a journey that just continues going and going and going. Like it never ends. Like I feel like we forget sometimes how quickly we can evolve when we actually set our minds to it. And I know for me personally, the more that I started taking time away from that external world and investing it into myself, even if it was just 10 minutes a day to listen to that podcast, and then actually allowing my mind to wander on that topic for a while, it's incredible the lessons we'll learn. But like when you like listen to have music or have other people there or whatever, it doesn't allow you that capacity to actually be inside your own mind. So like shutting everything off and just leaving like instrumental music quietly in the background, or like just pure quietness, just to see what's actually going on inside your mind. It's like really cool when you can start coming to those like revelations, and you're just going to learn so much without the exterior knowledge of actually picking up a book or whatever. Like we truly have everything inside that we need in order to go where we want to go.
We do.
It takes a lot of these external things to be able to bring it to our attention.
That's it. That's it. And so it is simpler than what it appears to be by doing these little things. And there's when you start doing that, at least for me, when I started doing that, when I do that, I just have this connection with myself. Connect to my own power, my own authentic power. I think that's what it is. And it's I don't know, especially I want that for everybody. I really do. This freedom, this liberation doesn't mean it's not perfect. Doesn't mean that Laura and I don't cry or don't get deflated. We get deflated. At least for me, it doesn't mean any of that, but it just means like the ability to deal with things just a bit different. It's like in a different window.
Is it the word resiliency? It's like you always bounce back.
Yeah, that one for sure. That resiliency is definitely a quality to cultivate. I mean, it's anybody can develop that. That is the key. Like it doesn't matter who you are, what you are, smart you are not. If you can develop resiliency, you can do anything in this world. And in a way, personally, I have a lot of it, and I am not like, there's a lot of things that I'm not good at, but I'm so resilient, and that's the ability that allows me to keep going. So that's what I want to invite people, is really to tap into the fact that 1,000 times start over, get right back up again. 1,000 times give yourself permission to just say, you know what, I'm just gonna go again and again and again and again until you get it right. Right?
Pick one thing every day. Like we overcomplicate it. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Pick one thing that you want to do and commit to it until you like master it, and then move on to the next. I remember when you were like so frustrated because you weren't taking your ionics every morning.
And now I do it. I was so, for years, here I am. I own a health and wellness business. I love the company, love the product. Somehow I couldn't figure out to take that one product. Think about that. That one product that is supposed to be the best at reducing the stress and really help you adapt. And that product that you believe so much, you can't take it. Like what?
That's the thing. Like, not everything makes logical sense. Like, we need to just.
I know. But I'm happy to report, like after 4 years of like literally not being able to do it, I found a different way to do it. And guess the shift that I made.
What did you do?
I understood, and there's a lot of people out there that are like that you need to pair something new with an actual physical habit. It's like if you pair them together, you're more successful. So for me, my Ionix is paired with the greens, and it is paired before I walk my puppy outside in the morning.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
that one, like, it's just so silly.
Anchors it
But
in.
when I put them together, and it happens, and I prepare my shaker. I put that, and I drink. If I'm so thirsty, I have the whole shaker cup. If I'm not, half before I go, and when I come right back, I finish because now I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
So, like, it's so stupid. How did I not do this for 4 years, and now I'm like able, no problem.
Yeah.
What the heck?
That's amazing. It's kind of funny. I'll share this with you guys because I really don't care. But like I literally I'm 29 now, and I finally got into the habit of flossing my teeth regularly.
Bravo! Bravo!
Like, incredible, because I'm like, wow, like why did it take me so long to be able to do that?
To floss, yeah.
But I paired it with brushing my teeth, and it's
How
like now,
funny.
like I've actually like just started like now I'm doing it, and I'm like, wow, it took me so long to do this, and I've thought about it for so long.
That's
And it's
so
like
fun.
I just never actually took the action to it, and now
I love how you say that, Laura, because I also started flossing my teeth, I would say 10 years ago. It was something I always aspired when people say, like, do you floss? Oh, I floss. I'm like, oh.
you're like,
Oh, secretly, you don't even say it. You're kind of ashamed. I always wanted to know how to floss. Like, and again, same as you, paired it with brushing teeth twice a day. And now it's like I can't even imagine not flossing. Can you imagine not doing it?
No, now it seems weird, and it's so funny because like.
So I want the same thing. So my meditation, I'm so proud. I'm doing so well for the past month. It's every day. Every day I meditate, and I want that habit to be the same as flossing, or to be the same as, what was the other, Ionics. I want that for me, and I know like it's some days I might miss it, but that's my intention is to do that, is to succeed at that too.
Yeah.
And for me, meditation, I realize like it has to happen before I leave my bedroom in the morning, because if I do, life happen, kids and puppy and husband. It's like it doesn't. I'm the world. So now this is what I say. I get up, the door is closed, and I'm like, I'm worth it. I'm worth to put myself first. Like I am worth it. I am worth. People can wait. The dog can wait. Everyone else can. I'm worth it. And that's, again, that took me 20 years to be here. I've been wanting to do this for 20 years.
Wow.
20.
Yeah. Do you mind sharing what you do for your meditation? Because I know that's another one of those things where people are like, what is meditation? Like, how do I do it? Like, people don't really know where to start. What is it that you do?
So what I'm doing now, and what has been working, is it sounds so funny, but I go on YouTube and I set an intention to the universe to give me the meditation that I am supposed to receive. So this is what I do. I literally go right now. This is what I'm doing. I did Dr. Joe Dispenza for a few days, and I adored it. So I loved it. If you want to Google him, I loved learning about the unified field. This has been so far the most transformational meditation, the most like meditation that I ever done, where I felt like this is incredible, is the Dr. Joe Dispenza.
Yeah.
Because have you done it, the unified field, where you bring
I haven't
your work?
done that specific one, but he's like one of my biggest mentors.
Okay, that is crazy. I'll be honest, I was a bit annoyed at his tone of voice before. Maybe people are annoyed at my voice, but I was annoyed, and I was like judging myself for judging it at first. I was like, but once I dealt with that, and I forgave myself, and just whatever. He teaches, oh my God, he teaches about, obviously, the quantum field. He teaches about, not only I learned with him why is meditation so important, what it does, but I was able to get into the other field of consciousness where like you're so connected to what's outside of you, and it's like it's part of who you are. And it's kind of hard for me to bring that, but I like him. And then I follow, there's another guy that I forget where it is. I just go and look, and I look for the top meditation that have a lot of views, a lot of likes, and I just go Today I did one and it was 10 minutes and it wasn't enough. So I just went and I Googled like relaxing music. I kid you not, Laura. I listened to this for like an hour. I'm like in that state of consciousness. I know this is the first time that happened. I really wanted it. So I was in my bed with that coming in and out of consciousness, like in and out. And I remember in that space, I was like, I had I had this message, this one message that came coming today. And it was like, may the person reading this, because I don't know what, has the remembrance of who they are at the core and that they are enough in this moment. Like it was so like it kept coming back. Like may the person remembers the remembrance. It was like it's like I was supposed to write a message that somehow was like imprinted of like a connection of a remembrance in someone because it's so easy to observe somewhere and compare. It is so easy, so easy. So that to me, that's the message that was coming today. I'm supposed to share that today. So there you go. I shared it with you now.
It definitely resonates with me. Like, oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, does it resonate with you?
Things, yeah, and like judgment was one of those big things. Like I used to judge other people. I used to, and I still like we all do, you know. But it's like I always thought people were judging me, and that fear of like me stepping out of my comfort zone to go do things, like what are other people gonna think and all this stuff. And funny, just this past few weeks, like I don't know what it is, something shifted in my mind where I'm like really like noticing and becoming a lot more aware of what's going on inside my mind. And I was having a bath and like haven't shaved my legs and like these, you know, like COVID life. And I'm looking at them and I'm like,
who's the bear? You're thinking, who's that bear over there? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. And I'm like, isn't it strange how we like think as women that if we say don't shave our legs or something like that, that it makes us less of a like woman or
right. Yeah, again, that's a programming. It's a programming.
And I'm like, how crazy is it that we don't even realize how much that energetically affects us and pulls us down in life?
You mean the hair shaving or the hair on?
Well, I guess like in real life, it probably does for you more than shaving.
You mean the programming? Yes, it takes space. It's like it takes space. Just like when you think you're not good enough, or when you think you need to lose weight and you're not happy. It's like this. It occupies space.
It takes it. It like literally like pulls away all of your power, all of these beliefs. And it was like so crazy because I'm like, wow, no, like I caught myself and I'm like, wow, you are so whole just sitting here, you know?
So
like we are just so perfect in this moment that we just need to like really like soak it in and understand that because we are, nobody's broken, nobody needs to be fixed. It's like we're all whole as we are.
I love that you said that. And can I share something with regards to that, the whole that I learned? And I think someone needs to hear that right now. If you don't feel whole, that's okay. The number one thing that you can do is really embrace the fact that you don't feel that you're what's the opposite of wholeness? Broken.
Like that you feel like empty or you feel
it's like but it's like it's like embrace whatever it is that you feel, and by feeling that, you embrace the wholeness. So if you feel unworthy, embrace the unworthiness, and by embracing and welcoming and accepting the part of you that's showing up like that, by embracing and loving it, you can tap into worthiness. It can be as simple as that. Like that's crazy. So if you don't feel that, it's okay. Embrace. If you feel like you judge other people, it's okay. Embrace the part of you that embrace the judgmental part of you, and by embracing the judgmental part of you, you embrace you there's forgiveness, there's self-compassion in that.
Yeah, it's incredible like how like I love talking about shadow work, and that's for anybody who doesn't know what shadow work is. It's like that's we've got like our light side of us, but everybody has this shadow as well. And it's like when we can fully embrace all of it as who we are, because society has made us place shame and judgment on these parts of ourselves that maybe we show up out of alignment, or we show up, we act out of anger, or we just trigger, then we like act out on people, and then like we resent ourselves for it, and we just weigh ourselves down even more. But like Amelie said, when you can just see it and become an observer of it, as if you're like a third party observer of it, and just send love to it and accept it, and like have that forgiveness for yourself, it's that wholeness. Like we were saying, who are you? We don't even know who we are because we don't even know all of these puzzle pieces that are going on within us to actually be able to embrace it. So how can we expect to feel whole or feel like we know who we are if we've never taken the time and invested into it? Like imagine if we invested as much time into ourselves as we did to everybody else in our lifetime. Like so crazy. But we've been like told that we're selfish or that we're like whatever, that we should be last, and it just like breaks my heart thinking of like how much potential everybody has and how many like people feel stuck right now and how many people feel lost right now. And it's like you just have to start with one thing and just go for it and just go and like find those people that are going to link arms with you to be able to like lift you up, because I know I wouldn't have been able to get started on my journey without like you, without my mom, without Alex. Like you guys were like those core people that like always like dragged me as I was like coming like from the bottom, like just dragged me up. And I know we do it for each other, and that's like the
totally
these relationships is just like, and I just want that for everybody.
I do it. It's funny, two things when you share that, when you I had goosebumps because I'm like, oh my God, it's resonating so much, and I know it's going to resonate with that one soul that's going to be watching that. Like the fact that you said that, how can you find your wholeness when you're not even aware of the fact that you have two parts of you, many parts, but like the light and the darker side, and that all parts are welcome to the party of life. They're both necessary, they're welcome, and there's the gift and the wisdom in meeting all these parts. Like that's the liberation. And the other part of me that feels is like it just like he was like, my heart really feels for the people that feel stuck right now, because I know what it feels like. And I know that you know. So if anybody is watching right now and feels stuck and you feel like in pain and you feel like it's impossible, like you need to know that it is not impossible to get yourself from where you are to a much more desired place. It is not impossible. Laura is the proof that it's possible. I'm the proof, and there's so many more people. We have not arrived. We're just on our journey, and we're there to shed some light so that you can understand that there's always hope. There's hope. Like there's hope for change, for transformation, for freedom of the thoughts that occupy this mind, which that's something that I really, really would like to bring this forward. Even like in children's book, like I want to write some children's book series for like really, really young. We're talking.
I said that. I'm like, you're so incredible. Like your kids just like are incredible, and it's because you've been so loving and so accepting with the knowledge that you have, and that you put work.
It's because of that. Yes, and I'm not perfect. I screw up all the time, but I do a lot of good things, and I screw up at the same time. I just like to throw it out there because there's sometimes I throw it out there because there is a part of me. See my shadow? I'm demonstrating. There is a little part of me that comes. My throat chakra is a little hurting right now. There's a little part of me that is judging me for not being the perfect mom all the time. And I know perfection doesn't exist. I am very aware of that. But there's the part of me that I yearn to be like the calm, gentle, loving mom all the time. Like but maybe it's unrealistic. So yeah, so thank you for that. I am a great mom. I am, and I screw up as well. But I think like of all the books that I used to read for my kids of rhyme and stuff, I'm just thinking like, how can I just write words? How can I be producing things for content for conscious people that want this thing like to their toddler, like to start them when they're like 0. You read a little bedtime story, like, you know what I mean? But where you infuse like the little positivity, personal development. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how that would look like, but I know that. Pardon?
Mind if I make a suggestion?
Yes.
You should like get like a small group of people together that all have young children. I know my sister would probably want to be a part of that, and create a little group and just ask them about like all of the things that they need help with right now, or that they feel like they are doing a bad job at being a parent. And then you'll be able to get like them in the moment. Because I know I was thinking about that today too. I was trying to think back to like how I was feeling when I was in that moment of just like the bottom, and like trying to help people out of that. Cause I know there's so many people there right now, and it's like, it's hard because all of these patterns that we've created, they're now integrated into our subconscious. We don't even realize we're doing them. So we've got to think back to all of these things that we started implementing, all these tools in order to build up that foundation to be able to do it. So going to those people that are already in there and that are there now, like they'll still remember all of those feelings, and you can tap back into the feelings that you had and how you got through it.
Right. Thank you for the suggestion. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. And then my Enneagram 7 is like, oh shit, are we going to do this now, or are we going to park this for later? Shit. That's what happened. Creative minds. Woo.
Oh, literally. Pat was over here this past week, and he got me on this data paper later. I'm like, I got to change the name because I completely hate the name. It just seems so like office-like. But like literally, just whenever you have those ideas, just put them on a sticky note and just
right. I have them.
Look, I'm like, the idea comes in, and then I'm like,
look. You want that? You want that paper thing? Oh! It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And then my kids, they come to my office and like, should we clean this up? No, these are all my ideas. Oh, what a day.
It's literally, this is life, guys. This is life.
You got your book with your papers and your note. So this program, who is it for? The program you're launching, who is it for? Do you know? Like, who is it for? When is it starting?
I actually I'm just cultivating all of the ideas. So I'm gonna be putting more about it on my Facebook as time goes on. But it's gonna be for like the average everyday human being that's super busy right now. They've got all of these things going on in their life, and they want to be able to make these changes. They want to be able to do it, yet a lot of the time when we sign up for courses, it's too much information all at once, and then you sign up and then you never end up looking at it again because you get overwhelmed, and then you just never look at it again. And that was me. So like, I want it to be something that's just going to be like
simple,
20 to 30 minutes every Sunday. You receive a document from me, and then it gives you like 3 things to work on for your week so that you can master it that week, and then like 1 new tool per month. That's all you're getting.
Are you doing a live training, or is it just all online, or you're still?
It's all going to be online.
Okay,
I haven't
great.
quite figured it all out yet. They're still all coming in. It's just been like this past week where it kind of came to me, and that's what I was sitting here this morning thinking more about and getting like super clear on it. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. That's exciting. You're gonna create something amazing, because your heart is pure and is genuine, and you have people's best interests in mind. Like, that's why you're doing the work that you do, and that's because there's a lot of people out there doing all kinds of work for different reasons. But when you do them for the right reason for you, when they connect with your soul's calling and your mission, I think like it's powerful. So the people that are going to sign up are going to be blessed.
Thank you.
Blessed to work with you.
Thank you. It's cool just to like kind of like have came out on the other side of that whole like societal conditioning, and realizing that you actually can recreate it all yourself. Like, we don't have to live by anybody else's terms but our own. We get to create what it looks like, and really like envision what it looks like and create it all. And it's all up to us. We just need to learn like the tools and have the resources and the community to be able to back it.
Yes. And be willing to let go, let the old die and let go. It takes courage to do that. So doing it like alone is a bit harder. With people supporting you is a bit definitely easier to let go. Oh, it's scary to let go of the old attachment. It's not easy, especially if in your life you're surrounded with people that are not thinking what you're thinking. By default, you kind of get pulled into this again reconditioning, and I see it. I see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then another big thing too that I wanted to keep in mind when I was doing all this was like keeping it very short time for people that are busy, and then also at low cost.
Great.
So especially with everything that's going on right now, it's like honestly, like money is only energy, and I understand that. And like I would love to do all this for free, yet
Right.
I understand that when we invest money, it's what makes us invest into ourselves as well.
Right.
And like I really wanted to be able to provide something that's going to be just like overall like just incredible for the average human. So
And it will be. It's already done. It's already created in the. It's
it is.
already done.
Yeah. I'm
You're
just waiting for all of it to come in.
right. Yeah. You're waiting. You're like receiving mode. Okay, like you're just the channel for it. So it's
Mhm.
already done. It's already happening. And I agree with you. Money is energy, and you are calling people forward. And you have invested. You keep investing in yourself. You're paying. I do the exact same thing. That
Mhm.
is how. That is how I'm being called forward. And people like you that do great things, and eventually when you are at the point where you're like, ooh, some things are running and you don't know, then you're at another position to be even more generous with people and do different type, right? It just allows you, because you still need to live a nice life. You
Mhm.
deserve that. Like, you're worthy of having an abundant life. And it's not one or the other. It's not like, oh, can I just do this and not have that? No, it's this and this and that, and yes please and thank you and this, or
Yeah.
wow, it's all of it. But for some reason, I don't know, I used to have the conditionment that it was one or the other. I don't know how I got that,
Yes.
but that was my old
Oh,
condition.
I love that.
It was
Yeah.
one or the other. It's chicken or beef. It's a Sunday or a hot
I
dog.
want
It's
both, damn it. I
so
want both.
like on board. So would you like chicken or beef? Is that no? Would you like a lasagna or a lasagna? I guess I don't have a choice. Well, you do have a choice. You either take it or you leave it.
You don't.
You still have a choice. I'm
It's
kidding. I'm
so
always nice.
true.
I'm always nice, but yeah, like it's not either or.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I feel that it's not either or. It's this and that and that and yes please and thank you and
Yeah.
yes please,
Yes,
yes.
you have abundance. Like we're worthy of accepting all of it. We don't have to choose.
Yes, we are accepting it. I am. This is what I keep receiving. I've been doing a lot of coaching breakthrough sessions, and I'm like, I am ready for the new year. Oh, I am so thank you to receive all the abundance. Like, and I literally feel it. So in my meditation that I do, like this today, I was like the music. After that, I was like, thank you. Like I was visualizing the thank you, like almost like a thank you speech. Like
Yeah.
thank you, and
Oh,
then you hear people say thank you. This is a good exercise to do.
that's
Like
amazing.
even for you, you could imagine the program. Like you could imagine like you said, the average busy person. You could even right now sit right now at your desk and think about
I can already
like
feel
the
it.
end, right? And then imagine them saying like thank you, Laura. Like imagine them, they thank you, they write, and see them in their life. Like the average busy person who's stuck, who wants more, see them enrolling in a program and see them in their full potentiality, and
Mhm.
then let that, because that it's gonna help you with that.
Yeah. Our minds are so powerful. It's just like it's so incredible.
The mind's powerful because we are in a co-creating universe, and then our thought, it's all energy. Dr. Joe Dispenza, what you focus on, this is quantum physics. What you focus on, it becomes, and what you remove your focus on, it becomes. Like, this is what it is.
Yeah.
We are
I love how
creating.
you said it's like science. It is
It
science.
is science. It's
It's
no
science.
more. It
People
is.
think it's like woo woo or it's
No,
this.
no, 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 no.
No,
It
it's
used to
science.
be. It used to be because they didn't know that it was.
Yeah.
It is no longer. You cannot deny that it is. We are co-creating this universe. We
Yeah.
are co-creating as we speak with our thoughts, with our emotions, our energy at any time. That's why I did another live this week, and I was explaining how I finally understood why meditation is important. Is because it helps you go from wherever you were to like neutrality. It's like you're resetting yourself, and then you can move up the emotional ladder. But if you are staying at the bottom, you're literally magnetizing the shit stuff in your life.
Yeah.
It's like, but you can get out of it. Just being aware of it, you can get out of it, right?
I
That's the
think we forget too that like technology really wasn't invented that long ago. You know, it's
right,
like we forget how new science is just because we were born with it. It's like really
right.
very new technology. So it
Technology.
makes
I still,
sense that
I I still remember when the computer was born. I was not born in the era of the computer. I still remember the day we were dating. My husband got a computer. I remember that day, like, so, wow. And now it's like everything, we have everything, sorry, everything is at our fingertips.
Remember being on like MSN and like having to yell at my sister to get off the phone. I'm like, Sarah, get off the internet or get off the phone. I want to use the internet. I'm like, I want to talk to your child.
From MSN. Wow. Back in the day. So you were born, the computer was there when you were born.
Yeah, the computer and internet and like MSN.
Oh my God.
Like, it was like the good old days, you know?
I see my children doing school now. They're typing their work, autocorrect. I'm like, oh, I wish I had that.
They told us we needed to learn how to spell and do math.
They still do math though. They still have to write the math. They still have to do really hard math. But yeah, it's crazy. So imagine to bring it back to this is, yeah, it is science. It is science. We're not making stuff up. Yeah. And that's the beauty, is like, okay, there's the proof that.
Yeah, so and the proof is when you actually do it too, like the results you get. It's like, that's the thing for me. It's like I live through experience. My mom told me all these things years ago that I should do, and did I do them? No, I did them on my own time.
That's okay. That's okay. The timing.
Yeah, but that's how we learn, is through experience. It's like,
right.
You have to learn and realize, you actually feel the difference, and you're like, whoa.
What is it that your mom used to tell you? For example, what's one thing?
I don't know, basically everything.
Is there one thing? Is there one thing that you remember that had you apply would have, like, is there one thing that you're looking back thinking, oh, I should have paid attention to that, or no?
I think like now, like I think like basically like I think what she's usually said before, like I've kind of learned on my own, but on my own time, without like her like telling me like now in my life. But yeah, she just always kind of like knew who I was and this vision for me, and she always like mentioned it before, and I would just be
she did? She did?
Like the Gen X, she knew, like she's like, Laura, this is gonna be perfect for you. Like it's exactly everything you want in life. And I'm just like, no, don't want to look at it.
I don't want to look at it. It's network marketing. I'm not a network marketer.
I'm like I'm not a salesperson. Like
I swear to God.
She's if like, you I'm like, no, get away, crazy lady.
I know. But that's the thing. Again, conditioning. Because I also judge myself. What am I, like a network marketer? Like what the heck? Like what is that? Like why do I have resistance to something that is, you know?
My computer is at 1% though.
Oh my God, we gotta go. I say bye before
We love everyone. Thank you so much for being on here with us. If you're on here live or catching the replay, we love you so much. And Amelie are gonna come on every Friday for a little bit and just come on here for chats. So you can
That's right.
Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern time here on Facebook.
And Laura, how's your energy? And if it's okay, if it's the same.
I'm ready to just go. I'm ready to get to work. Yeah.
Good. You've got this. And I feel very good and connected. And thank you for whoever is watching. Thank you for the time, and you're amazing, and you've got this.
I love all of you guys so much.
Yeah. So much love. I love you, Laura. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Bye-bye.